Yeah, I slept through an earthquake. You guys can judge me. Guys, aren't we in the festive season? Like, aren't we? Yo. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel if you are returning. And if you are new, oh my god, welcome to the new subscribers. We have so many. Like, I'm over the moon. If you can't tell already. Oh my word, so many new subscribers. Oh my god. And so much engagement in the comments section. You guys are engaging and I appreciate that. And we must keep that going. Keep that going. I love that. I want that. I want to see the engagement. Oh my god. Because it motivates me. And because the initial thingy I started the channel is because I wanted honestly to keep the boredom away. And then when I saw the response that I got, I was like, actually, I need to help more people move free of charge. As like, I mean, of course I can't help you with everything, but I can try and assist wherever I can. And seeing that I'm actually achieving that is really like, it is my soul. I can't even begin to explain how I feel. Okay, so you'll see me looking at my thingy notes, and I'm probably going to like pick up my pen from time to time because I'm trying to tick off the ones that I've said already, and I'm trying to like rush through these things because, oh my god, this is the second video, by the way. I took the first one, it was too long, I deleted it. Yeah, because this came lip therapy is the way to go. Sorry. Okay, let's talk about the cultural shocks, right? First one, earthquakes. The first time I arrived here, first night, guys, very first night. Well, I didn't feel it. Yeah, I slept through an earthquake. You guys can judge me. No, you can, because what? I literally slept through an earthquake. I felt nothing. The next morning, the lady that was actually going to be assisting me and driving me around and everything was asking me, "Did you feel it? Did you feel the earthquake?" I was like, "No." But that's not the why are you being so casual about it? Like, why are you asking me so casually? It's an earthquake, for crying out loud. She's like, don't worry, you are probably gonna feel like the next one. Yeah, they happen quite a lot, like every 2 to 3 months. I'm like, no, I ain't trying to, like, I wasn't trying to sleep through an earthquake, right? I slept through one and I'm happy. Like, I ain't trying to feel no earthquake. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sit down. Anyway, yeah, that's number one. There was a shocker. Still is a shocker till today. Number two, safety. Oh my god. The level of safety here is so good. It's shocking. It's not 100% safe, of course, but oh my word. And I've like had like a few occasions in which I should have been worried. Well, I was worried, but nothing happened. I was like, really? I've had to walk. Let's talk about that. Like, I've had to walk for more than 40 minutes. Yeah, I got left by the bus. Story for another day. So I had to walk for 40 minutes. 40 minutes at night. That is, yes. I arrived where the last train was stopping at. It was after 8 though, so I had to walk after 8 p.m. Yeah, but nothing happened. Nobody even, nothing, like nothing. I was meeting, there were cars, lots of cars along the way. I don't know why they were not stopping for me though, but like that's not the point. But there were people, I was meeting people. I had my phone in my hand because I was trying to stay entertained and I had nothing to worry about. And then the transport, the more common mode of transport here is buses and trains. And like back home, the most common mode of transport would be like we call them taxis back home, but it's minibuses to some people. Yeah, the one that takes 14 passengers, those ones. Yeah. Not here. Here we have like the big bus. It's not like as big as like the normal. Okay, I mean it is as big, but the sitting arrangement, it doesn't take as many passengers, but it is like it's those big buses and then trains, different kinds of trains. Also, there's three different kinds of trains, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, they differ on depending on speed, and sometimes of course, if you care about the money is different. And then there's underground, and then there's different kinds of trains. So you get to choose your mode of transport, but you use the same card for all of that. And transportation fee here is quite like cheap, very reasonable. I've had to load my transport card once, and I'm not even halfway through using that money. And even when I did load it, the lady at the counter asked me, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yes, I am." She's like, "Okay, we'll do that." I'm not even halfway through with it. I'm happy though, because that's minus monthly expenses for me. Yeah. And then there's scooters and motorbikes everywhere, which is one of the reasons why I can't take my videos during the day. There's so much like lighting that comes in during the day, because my house like has like a, it's like the whole wall has, it's a window, well, it's windows but like in one. So there's so much day lighting that comes in during the day. It's proper, but I can't take videos during that because of the noise that comes from the scooters and the motorbikes. Is whatever. Yeah, those are very common, very common. Like they flood, like when the traffic light was closed and it opens, it's like there's a flood of motorbikes, like. And I'm scared of such, so I'm not even gonna get it. A lot of people have been asking me, do you consider getting a motorbike? Because where I stay, the transport is not so like in other areas. You'd find that the bus is there every 15 minutes or every 30 minutes, but in my area, you only have 4 buses in one day. So if you miss the last bus, it's over for you. And I've missed it twice, 2 times. I missed the last bus that was coming to my place. I was in the city, and then I couldn't come back, and I had to walk. The 40 minutes, that's where it comes from. Anyway, next one is the most commonly asked question is, have you eaten? Yeah? Have you had breakfast? Like, I think your how are you question is there, have you eaten or have you had breakfast question. Yeah, I know, right? Like, why do you care? But they actually would ask you, and they do, Shem. Moving along, next one, convenience. The convenience here is on point. You don't have to stress about a lot of things. You don't have to stress about, oh my God, um the shop is going to close, I'm not gonna find this. Of course, those are like the important things. There's convenience stores here which are open 24/7. Yeah, I can just go downstairs at 12 midnight and get myself whatever I want. But yeah, well, mine is in the same complex. For some people, maybe you get to walk, but you don't worry about the walking also, because yes, there's people on the road, and you even get like a few people that are actually sleeping on the streets, but they're just sleeping there, minding their own business. They ain't gonna do nothing to you. Yeah, there's convenience, like convenience on point. Um, the food is different. You may find similar things, but like the food, like the cooked food is what I'm talking about. But the taste differs. And they would ask you every single time you eat, is it yummy? Well, that's the word they know in English, that describes delicious or whatever. It's the easiest they can remember. They're like, is it yummy? Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I say yes, but different, very different. Like you would find beans, guys. Let's talk about beans. Yeah, beans like sugar beans. Yeah, they put sugar on sugar beans. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, I guess, because maybe we are the ones who are doing it the wrong way. But we put salt, child. We put salt. We make that into a stew, and it's so good. They make that into soup, and that soup is sweet. They make that. They put the beans. They go into cakes, guys, cakes. They go into cakes. They go into pancakes. They go into ice cream. They go into, oh my god, ubhontshisi bayawuthanda. Oh my word. But they do it differently. I mean, I guess they're alright because it's sugar beans, and we are the ones who are putting salt on it. But I prefer the one with salt personally. Okay, and you can eat as much as you want. You can eat as much. Lunchtime at work, everybody, including the students, you can go back for seconds. You can go back for thirds. You can go back for fourths. Like you eat until the food is finished if you want to. Yeah, that's the nice part. And yes, I have been going for seconds. Ah, you can judge me if you want to. I have been going back for seconds, Shem, every single day since I discovered that no, man, we can actually go back. And I think that's the reason why is because the bowels are so small, like small. So they need to go back, of course, in order for them to be full. And then maybe they'll go back like 3 times, but the third time they'd be going back for the soup because there's always soup that comes with every single meal. I think the soup is just to wash down everything instead of like having something to drink on the side. So I think that's why they go back like for thirds. Well, I go back for seconds, and my bowl is not really small. I went shopping, and I was specifically looking for the bigger ones because why should I have a small one when I can have a big one? But I still go back for seconds. Ah, guys, that's on you if you judge me. The New Year's is celebrated 2 times. Guys, I think I need a drink. Like, I think I need to go and get myself a Sprite. Ah, I am back. Njengomhlali. And ngoba nje ngibuye ne-evidence. Ngiyanazi. Sprite. Moving along. Oh my god, I saying New Year's is celebrated twice, right? So we have the International New Year, where everybody's celebrating New Year, the 31st, going on to into the first, of course, the 31st being the New Year's Eve, the first being the New Year, actually. So yeah, we do that twice because we have the Chinese New Year also, which happens mid-January. This time it happened on the 20th of January. But the first of January, guys, is not much like it's not that much of a big deal because it was the 31st was on a Sunday, Monday was the first, Tuesday we were back at work like a full force even. Also, like, guys, aren't we in the festive season? Like, aren't we? Yo, kwanga festive Shem. I had to go back to work. Christmas, same thing as Christmas. Christmas is not a big deal here. It's not. There's no Boxing Day. Like, there ain't no boxing. Sorry for that. I know South Africans celebrate Boxing Day. There ain't no Boxing Day here on the 26th of December 2023. I man, 2022. I was back to work. Full force even. The Christmas was on a Sunday. On Monday, I was back to work. And they did tell me that, nah, Christmas ain't that much of a big deal. It's just an ordinary day. Yeah. But like for the Chinese New Year, we actually get like a full holiday, like a month, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And then the toilet system. when you go to a toilet here, you need to look at the sometimes, especially in areas like your train stations and your bus thingies, like the stations, the big things, they would have a thingy pasted on each door to show you what kind of a toilet you are walking into, because you'll be walking into a toilet thinking you'll find a toilet seat where you get to sit like I'm sitting right now, or squat by choice, of course. Which is why I do a squat. I mean, I do a squat like if I walk into a public toilet, that's what I'm going to do. But in some toilets, you don't really have a choice. You have to squat because the toilet is on the floor. It's like down there. It's like there's a yeah, there's a, I don't know what to call it. So when now you go down with your knees, go, you squat all the way down to the floor, and then you do your business. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for laughing at this. I'll try and insert a picture. Yeah, you squat, and then they have something attached to the wall, right? So I think that's what you hold on to, and then just in case you don't have balance. Oh my God, I struggle with that so much. I can't. I cannot. I can't. Like, I've had to use that for like 2 weeks at work because the normal toilet sit thingy door was the toilet, the cubicle itself, the door was broken. So it was um not working for the 2 weeks. Oh my God. Oh my word. I struggled so much because I had to squat, and I need the toilet. Because I drink a lot of water. It was hell. It was horror, but I had to do it. And then when you walk into a room, when you walk into somebody's house, you have to take off your shoes. Yeah. Sometimes they provide the indoor shoes. Sometimes they don't. You have to walk in there with your, it's either you're wearing socks or you're not. Yeah, you just need to walk in there, but like you can't walk in with your shoes. It's a thing. I live alone, but I've actually like gotten used to that because I told myself that, you know what, you need to get used to this, because Tina, the only time we take off shoes is when somebody's cleaning. Yeah, because you ain't trying to mess with nobody who's cleaning in Africa. You're not, unless you have a death wish, of course. You're not gonna do that because they are going to chop your head off. So we don't do that. Because of that, when somebody's still cleaning, or like shortly after they cleaned, but like a few minutes down the line, we are then comfortable to just wipe our feet on the doormat and then we walk in. Not here. From morning to whatever, you take off your shoes, and then sometimes it even happens at restaurants. Yeah, I went into a restaurant this one time and I had to take off my shoes and wear their shoes. And their shoes were quite funny. They looked like banana, like they looked like ubengre. Like, but when you put them the other way, they still look like they like this. You I gave up. It's like I think they're straight. It's weird, but you take off your shoes. Yeah, you do, shabby, whether you like it or you don't. So if you have shoes that, wash them. um what, they stare, like they will look at you, they will look the hell out of you, if that makes, like they will stare. You are minding your business, right, doing whatever you're doing at a shop. You are looking at things, you are using your Google Translate because some of the things are written in Chinese only, and then somebody's staring at you, and sometimes you can feel it, man, with no, like there's someone who's looking at me, and then you look that particular direction, they will stare. You lock eyes with them, they will stare until you decide that, okay, I'm gonna look away, and then I'm gonna look back, and they'll still be staring. It's a thing. I can't. Like, where's the respect, guys? Because nah, ne, I can look at somebody. No, I can look at somebody. Like I can look at somebody, but the moment they look at me, I pretend as if I was doing something else. Or when they look at me, I just look like, it's a normal thing to do. The moment somebody picks up that you're looking at them, you look away one way or another. You find ways to look away or to pretend as if you are looking at another thing that is on their direction, but not at them, not here. They will stare. No, you need to get used to it. So okay, if you don't like attention, you will struggle. Nah, I don't care. I don't care. You look at me, I look at you, we lock eyes, I look at you straight in the eyes, and then I look away and then carry on with my business. Because what is this? Because the only time we lock eyes with somebody is because if we want the eye contact to happen. And until then, no. You look at me, I look away. It's that simple. Even when you walk into a room, when I walk into a room here, I feel like, the TikTok song, it says,
the emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Zabu, zabu.
yeah, that's exactly how I feel when I walk into a room here. It started with my students when I walked into each and every class and I had to walk into 12 of them. The same feeling. They were like, oh, like they were shocked. Not in a bad way. No. With my students, not in a bad way. They were like shocked type of thing. Like, oh, she's black and she just walked into our classroom. Oh my God. Let me move on to the next point, which is water. You cannot drink tap water. Ever. No matter how thirsty you are warned against it. And I think I know why, because I've seen on a few occasions when I wash my thing is when after eating at work, when I have to wash my it's either my plate or my bowl, it depends on, like, sometimes the water looks, you can see, because it's white, you can see that the water is like dirty. So I guess that's why. So the only water you get to drink is the store-bought water. So if you forget to buy water, you have to go down and buy it, no matter how thirsty you are. Luckily, we have convenience stores which are open 24/7, and I have one, like two actually, like right next to me, right downstairs. There's two of them. And then what I think I'm actually almost done. Being a single mom apparently is embarrassing. Being a single mom, if that makes sense, because you can be a single mom and then like married at the same time. Yeah, that happens. Like, you can be married and still be like single. I don't know how to put it anyway, but if you are a single mom that's not married, like myself, it's a shame. Like, you cannot. They would see my wallpaper, like, oh, he's so cute, because he's so cute. And then they'd ask me, who is this? My son. Oh, you married? No. You have a son, but you're not married? Yes. Side eye. Bombastic side eye. That's what they do. So some, even like to an extent that somebody was like, we were talking like loudly, and it was just the two of us. And then she sees my son, and is this your son? Oh my God, he's so cute, blah blah blah. And then I tell him I'm a mother and I'm single, and blah blah. She's like, I won't tell anybody about it. It can just stay between us, and yeah, nobody's gonna know. I'm like, what's wrong with knowing though? Make that make sense. Because honestly, it happens that you do get married and then you have kids and then you get divorced. What happens then? Do we still give you side eye, criminally offensive side eye? Do we do that? No, that's unfair. It is. I'm not promoting single motherhood, of course, but if it happens, it happens, guys. It's life. We can't predict this thing. Yes, so why are you side eyeing me? No, that's not fair. Last one, but not least. I live in the same complex with somebody. The whole family doesn't talk to me. They don't greet, and people around here find that normal. Like you can just go on without greeting people, and that's normal. And for me, that's not. It isn't. Like even if we don't have a conversation, a hello shows respect. No, my flashlight just went off. Let me come closer. So that's, you know what? That's not offensive. It's not offensive to them to not greet somebody back, even when they greet you and you don't greet them back. And there's no beef whatsoever. Like just greet me, and then we move on with our lives. And then, but some people do that. And I think that's about it. And that brings us to the end of our video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope the lighting is still good because my flashlight went off because my battery is low. Because I leave my battery to 4% because I don't get to worry about load shedding. I'm joking, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah, so that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for watching till this far. I know at some point I was just like all over the place, and at some point I was like talking crap, but if you stuck with me till this far, I admire you. I admire you so much. Please do like the video and engage, guys. Like engagement in the comment section. I love it loads. Thank you very much, and please look out for my next video. I love you, and bye.